It's Sunday evening and I'm in the park. I think it's about 9. No, it's not 9. It's about 8, maybe 8:30. Anyway, so I was walking and I'm doing this as my regular routine. It's actually quite nice. I left an hour later than I usually do, so the sun is just about ready to go down. And I think I might start going around this time each night because it feels really nice outside and it feels good to get outside. So I was thinking as I was walking about how, really times really haven't changed for women. People think that women have rights, but in a lot of ways they don't. In my situation, I have always made more, and it's really nobody's business. That's what I find so annoying about this. I've always made more money than Piggy, but I never really, thought that much about it. But, in situations where I am right now, was when the reason why we have this written into law that you can't take, well, there's several reasons, okay? But marriage is, or your conjugal situation should not be taken in consideration, is because it's supposed to protect what you've earned or what you've gained and what you acquired. And so, like in a lot of situations where like women might be married to somebody who, like in my situation, I was married to Piggy or Joel. He didn't make a lot of money, but still, when it was time for me to decide to leave, because I was starting to feel very uncomfortable and very stressed there, because I started realizing that his family was really weird, and I needed to leave. That puts a woman in a financial bind, and oftentimes it creates, such a headache for a person, and it creates more struggle than a person really has to. That's why people have their rights. Now, a lot of people think ideally, a man's supposed to make more money than a woman. Well, you know what? That's not always the case, okay? And a woman has the right to protect herself regardless, okay, no matter what. So in my situation, I feel as though I have my rights have been completely violated and terrorized by my own family. It really it annoys me because now I'm in a situation where obviously I'm going to have to get unemployment and I have to look for another job, and I'm put in a situation where like for example, I need car repairs, I need dental work, I need things that basic things, and because somebody took it upon themselves to adjust my income, that's wrong. It's wrong to do that. It's damaging to the woman, and it leaves her no sense of protection. That's the issue. I mean, women need to think about themselves when it comes to how they take care of themselves. They have a right to their employment. They have a right to make as much money as they want. They have the right to live to the best of their ability. I'm not materialistic by any means, but I have the right to not be in a situation that I'm in. You know what I mean? So that's what makes me so angry. It's like, when we think about women's rights, which was a movement many years ago, it seems as though women really don't have the rights that they're supposed to, not in this day and age. When a family can come in and manipulate the strings and set the standards for a woman, really, there has really not been that much progress. And so, I've never, I resent the fact that, my personal information has been floated around to so many people, and people would actually base a decision on that when they're not thinking clearly. A woman has the right to take care of herself. She does, okay? And unfortunately, unfortunately, you got these people who don't understand the law, or they think they're basing it on some ideal standards, when in reality, it's about a person's protection. A woman has the right to feel safe. A woman has the right to, if she gets married, whether her husband makes, more than her or less than her, if something happens to her spouse, she has the protection of her own job so that she can have, build her life back up again. She has the ability to not be so affected by it from a financial standpoint. And so, you don't get these people, they're not far-sighted in thinking, they're very backwards in their thinking, and that's the problem. And so, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, come here, kitty. Oh, there's a kitty in the park. I'm like, I wish I could have a cat, but unfortunately, my landlord won't let me have one. But it would certainly help me not be so lonely. Of course, I wouldn't know where to put the cat box because the apartment's very tiny in the first place. But, oh, how wonderful. Come here, kitty. Come here. I don't think Kitty's going to try to come near me. Okay, but anyway, yeah, so it's about really the protection of a woman and her rights so that she can have, to have the adequate shelter that she needs. Ooh, I hear church bells too. God, this is so awesome. Okay, I'm definitely going to make this a regular routine. So it must be 8:30 or 9 o'clock, somewhere around the hour. I don't know. I've lost track of time, but you know, it's such a wonderful feeling. I love church bells, and I get to hear them. Okay, so I'm getting a little too excited. So I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope everyone thinks about what I'm saying, and you know, it's I just that's why. I mean, when you first hear certain things from people, the initial reaction is to, you know, go ahead and follow through with whatever a person's request is. But when you think about it further, there's reasons why. Okay, so it doesn't matter, like I said, whether a woman is, you know, married to, you know, the richest guy in the world. You could be married to Donald Trump, okay? But the fact is, if something was to happen to Trump and all his assets or something, where does that leave the woman? You know what I mean? Where does that leave her? So that's what I'm saying. It's like the laws are written for our protection, and unfortunately, women still have a long way to go. Wrapping up this video.